My favorite dude, Elon Musk from Tesla. Like, I love that guy. Biggest nerd ever, invented PayPal and SpaceX and all that stuff. He's like the modern day like Tony Stark or whatever. And Elon Musk, he's like, you know what? For 30 days straight, I'm just gonna eat hot dogs, oranges, and rice. And I'm only gonna spend $30 on food for the month. And he did that for a whole month, right? So what's like the advantage of doing some crazy bullshit like that? The point of him not spending that money and eating on $30 a month is he wants to make sure he doesn't get sucked into short-term successes and he can focus on his long-term goals. He knows that if he doesn't have to worry about money in the short term, doesn't have to worry about food ever, that he can focus on building a huge billion-dollar business. He's got no worries, no stress. Like that Bob Marley song, no worries, no cry, right? No stress. He doesn't worry about it, right? It's that line of sight he has for himself. There's a line of sight of who he is today and then who he wants to be tomorrow, right? The guys that started RSD, all you fuckers that are in here, right? They were sleeping on couches before. Couches! Sleeping on couches. Todd was sleeping in a tent in the back of Project Hollywood. Well, it's kind of crazy. Maybe. Fair enough. But it's a long term, like knowing where it will reach. Delayed gratification, knowing where you're gonna get in the long term, knowing where you're gonna reach in the long term, right? Knowing like what your eventual destination is and saying, hey man, whatever happens, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna cut off my short term successes so I can get there in the long term. The idea is incremental integrity, okay? Incremental integrity, all right? Incremental integrity, so what does that mean? That means that every little thing that you do, every little promise that you keep to yourself adds up. Adds up slowly and surely, right? These guys that we're talking about, it's like they knew they had sticking points and they just ignored it. Like, well, I'm happy, okay? I'm happy right now, I'm kind of coping with it. Like, this is good enough to get by, I'm comfortable. This is good enough, right? But incremental integrity, it's like making a promise to yourself and keeping it. So sometimes you're gonna have to say no to those short-term wins to get the long-term wins that you actually want. The short-term wins could fool you. You gotta be focused on your long-term wins. And it all comes down to what you say no to on a regular basis. Are you willing to say no over and over to things that aren't what you want? What you have to have is this, a line of sight for yourself, okay? You have to have a line of sight for yourself. That means I'm here, but I know eventually I want to get to there. I know that I'm here today, but I'm focused on the me of tomorrow. I'm focused on where I'm going to be tomorrow and who I'm going to be tomorrow. So I know that even though I'm here right now, I want to focus on there. Don't disappoint yourself. It's important. Every time you keep that incremental integrity to yourself, it builds up and builds up and builds up. It's like when you go to the gym and you work out in the gym and like you like, yeah, you're getting physically fit, but every time you just watch yourself in the mirror doing like a bicep curl, you're like, yeah. You're like, yeah. You know, you feel better about yourself because you're like, that's me. Hey, I know that guy. I know that guy. That's me. That's me. I'm that guy. I'm that guy keeping his promise to myself, right? You have that self-respect for yourself, that self-love for yourself, right? You have that incremental integrity.